Hey there everyone, Christian Wolf here, welcome to this video. So I'm a firm believer that results speak louder than anything. You know, you can tout the things that you do, whether it's a service or a product that you're selling or anything like that. And the most powerful aspect and way of marketing what you do, I believe, is the results. If you get results for someone, that's far more important than a qualification. I know people out there that have got all the qualifications in the world but don't get results for their clients, and so they're never going to do as well as someone with no qualifications, but they're smashing it and they're getting results for their clients. So I wanted to show the results, just a really quick video just to show you how we're doing. This is my own personal portfolio through one of my brokers, Hargreaves Lansdown, and this is one of my portfolios. So we've got here the cost. This is the cost of all the stocks we bought. Now I've hidden the actual stocks that we're invested in because that is purely just for my gold membership members. They get access to my portfolio. They get access to my entire watch list of stocks that we're looking at. They get that updated every single week, and it would devalue that if I was to give that away in this video, so that's not something I'm prepared to do. But it is a live website. You can see it's live. You can see the markets are open. You can see this slowly changing from time to time as the markets are fluctuating. So over the last 2 years, I have pumped in just shy of 14 grand into this particular portfolio, this particular broker account. I'll show you my other one in a moment. And we have seen that value rise over the last 2 years by about 40%. So we put in just shy of 14 grand. We're coming in just shy of 20 grand. So we're about 5.5 grand's worth of profit. So, and you can see this is live. This is ticking as we go. So it's a live account, and we're looking at just shy of 40% return on this particular account. And all of these stocks are watchlist stocks. All of these stocks are companies that I've identified and shared through my analysis. So what you're really paying for when you join my membership is my analysis work. It's the research that I do. It's a list delivered to your inbox every week, telling you exactly what stocks are part of my watch list and why, and also an update on what target price we're looking to buy these shares at. Because just because a company is wonderful and you really want to invest in it doesn't mean that you should, because the price might not be right. So there's two kind of factors to it. It's which companies and at what price. And so you get all that information in my watch list. You get all the companies listed out, and you get the price that we're aiming for to get into these companies. What's a fair price that you should be paying for the value you're getting from that business. So it's a proper investment view on it. Let's take a look at my other account. So this is my other account through IG Index, and not quite so many stocks in there. Basically what happened was I opened an account with IG, started building that portfolio up, and decided actually I wanted to open a separate account through Hargreaves Lansdown. Preferred the Hargreaves Lansdown service. You get a much wider range of stocks as well, and generally started pouring more money into that particular portfolio. But this one is still live, and as you can see, we've got 3 red ones here. We've got 3 red companies that aren't quite making a profit right now, but overall we're up, what we put in, 4.5 grand into this one. It's now up to 6.5 grand, so we're up 40% on this particular portfolio as well. And so overall up about 40% over the last 2 years. Going very, very well, and the membership is flying. I'll show you some of the results that we've got from the members. So here's the website. This is thecleantrader.com. Here's where you'll go to if you wanted to sign up and be part of this. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. But you get here, I started posting my results of my portfolio. Now you don't get to see the exact stocks that we're talking about, as I've already explained. Again, I do the same thing on here by masking those. But what you will find out here is here is the kind of a monthly update on the same portfolio you've just looked at. It just breaks down the stocks into numbers instead of the actual stock itself. And we down here have our top 15 members leaderboard. So you can see Dave Mills is up at 38.7%. This is just for 2021. So this isn't for the last 2 years. This is just for 2021. Tom Castle up 23.3%. Jody Richmond up 19.3%. I'm there sitting in about 6th place with 16.7% for just 2021. But you can see here, I mean, right down the bottom here, we've got the FTSE 100, 5.9% up at the time of doing this post. And this is where everybody was at the time of doing this post. And you can see leaps and bounds ahead of the overall market there. And this is real. This is real stuff. These guys are part of the membership. They're using the same analysis that I do. So the analysis is something that I do for myself and for my own investing. But if you're part of the membership, I will share that with you. Okay, I share that in several different forms. So just very, very briefly to show you what you actually get. If you click on join membership on this website and you see the gold section here, it does break down what you get, but you get a watch list report. This is a report that gets sent out every week confirming all of the stocks that are on the watch list and what prices to buy that at, and that comes out every Saturday morning first thing. So you'll get a copy of that coming through. You'll get my monthly personal portfolio report, so you'll actually see all the stocks that I own and what's happened with them. So essentially what you've just seen in the Hargreaves Lansdown portfolio, but you'll actually see exactly which stocks they are. You get my deep dive reports. These are an archive on my website of all of the companies on the watch list. We haven't quite finished it yet. There's still some more deep dives that I've got to get done. But many of the companies on the watch list, I've done a deep dive report. These are usually 2-3 page reports breaking down that company, looking at everything about them, so that you guys can make an informed decision as to whether or not it's a company you want to invest in or not. And these are gold, basically. These are huge. They will help you really understand what's going on behind that business and what their edge is in the market and why you want to invest in them. And sometimes you'll read a deep dive report and you think, it's not for me, it's not the right company. And other times members will read these deep dive reports and they'll want to put all their money into that company because they just align with it. They just understand the business. They just want to be part of it. And that's what it's all about. And then you get access to my members only Discord channel. Listen, many of these gurus out there who sell you a system or give you a cheap way of making money on the stock market, they don't bring people together. They don't bring their members together very often. The reason for that is they don't want their members talking to each other because they've got something to hide. Their members are not achieving the numbers that they want to achieve. And so if they were to bring people together, all it would happen was people would just be telling the truth in there and complaining that they're not getting the results they want. That would spread amongst the membership and it just wouldn't work. Well, I have a members only Discord channel which has pretty much all of our members inside it. There are a few people that haven't still signed up yet because they just don't like technology or they're not comfortable with it, but the vast majority of our membership are in that Discord channel, and we bring people together. And the reason we do that is because we want to build a community of people that can engage with each other, eventually even meet each other, something that we're planning on doing yearly, some sort of yearly get together. But there's nothing to hide, is my point. They are free to communicate and chat to each other as and when they want. They can private message each other through it. It's whatever they want to do. There is nothing to hide because they're all achieving what they're expecting to achieve. They're all doing well. And of course they would, because the watch list is a list of hand-picked stocks that are highly likely, can't guarantee anything, but they're highly likely to perform over the next 10, 20 years. And they're going to grow. It's no use picking companies like BT, BP, Tesco, Royal Mail, all those sorts of companies. They're the wrong companies to invest in because they're not going to grow. I mean, the Tesco share price has been the same share price for 20 years. BP share price has gone up and down, but today it's at the same price it was 20 years ago. These are not companies that are going to soar over 1,000% over the next 10 years. And so they're the companies you want to be looking for, as the companies that are going to grow. And if you invest in those companies along with this membership, you're going to do well. The odds are finally stacked in your favour if you do the right analysis. Now, most people don't have time to do the analysis, so I do it for you. That's basically the premise. I'm in the convenience business, I suppose. I am doing the analysis for you so you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours going through it all. I love this stuff. I'm weird. and I like delving into numbers. I like crunching through numbers. I like understanding which companies are better than other companies. I get excited by doing it. Every company I look at, I get very excited about doing the analysis. Other people would rather rip their eyes out with a fork, they're just not interested in that sort of thing. Well, this is what I've specialized in. It's what I'm good at, and I'm doing that work, and then I'm sharing that with people that are willing to pay me for my time, essentially. The membership's really cheap, £57 a month. It's flat. That's it. So if you want to get involved, we've got a couple of seats available. Now, this is a difficult time of year. We've had a couple of people that have left the gold membership because of redundancies. And so they're not investing right now. And so therefore, it doesn't make sense for them to be paying a membership and not investing and not doing anything. And I totally get that. And so we've said goodbye to those people. And so what that's done is that's freed up about 5 seats in the gold membership. So if you want a seat in the gold membership, we're opening the doors. And we don't do this very often. And that's not false scarcity. I don't open these doors very often. And when I do, it's only for a couple of seats. So it's quite hard to get into this membership. And that's purely because I don't want to overflow my ability to look after those people, if that makes sense. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't have a hell of a lot of time around doing the analysis. So if you want to come and be part of that, then if someone's going to come and be part of that, I want to give them the care that they need, So when you sign up, just to kind of very briefly go through this, when you sign up to the gold membership, if that's something you decide it's a good fit and you want to get involved, basically all you have to do is go to this web page, thecleantrader.com/stockpicker, or go to thecleantrader.com, click on join membership up the top here, and click on subscribe to gold, and just walk through the process, and you'll be paying £57 a month until you decide you want to cancel and move on, if that's something you ever do. And we've had people, I've got members here that have been with me now for 7 years, so we've got a very high retention rate. But you might decide it's not for you, and you might choose to walk away, and that's entirely fine. That's something that you have full control over. You don't need to wait for me to cancel it. But when you do sign up, you'll get a few things from me. You'll get one email, and in that email will be essentially a welcome pack. You'll get a questionnaire that I'll ask you to complete. You'll get a link to join the Discord. We do that straight off the bat, straight away, so you can come and join and be part of the community immediately. There's no having to wait to get into Discord. You can jump straight in and start chatting to people, start asking questions if you're unsure about anything. And I'm in there as well, so you can literally private message me or hit me up in the group. You'll get a report confirming when all the different reports come out, so like a time frame or a schedule showing you when to expect to receive all the different reports. You've got a spreadsheet that I'll send you out as well as part of the same email, and it's a setting expectations spreadsheet, and this will be you can type your numbers in, as in your starting capital, how much you can afford to pump into your investments every month, if any, and it will give you realistic expectations of what to expect in terms of returns over the next 10-20 years. There's a PDF in there, how to pick your first shares, something that I've written and put together for you. There's some videos in there. There's a video showing you how to navigate a broker's website and set up a broker account, as well as how to navigate this watchlist report and what it all means and how to understand it all. So there's a video on that as well. There's an FAQ guide, so literally all the questions that people ask me more than once, it's put in this FAQ guide, and so that might answer a lot of your questions as well. And there's an online training. So you receive a report with all your login details of how to access the online training, and the online training is essentially 4 hours worth of video that I'm going to walk you through the exact process. So by the end of it, you'll know how to analyze your own companies. The difference basically being is that most people just don't have the time to do that. But the reason why I teach you that is because I want you to be able to understand the work and the effort that's gone into the picks, the work and the effort that's gone into the analysis, so that you can operate and invest with confidence, so that you know that I'm not just picking a stock out of the air because I had to. It's purely because this company is great for all of these reasons, and you'll understand all those reasons once you've gone through the training. So that's the whole point of that. And you could go out there with that training and start doing your own analysis. In fact, some members do from time to time. They'll look at a company and they'll say to me, what do you think of this company? I found them, they look really good. And if I haven't already done some analysis on it, I will do. And I'll do that for them, and I'll send it out to the group, and everyone can chip in and have a look at it. But it's essentially so that you can understand the work that's gone into what I've done and what I'm delivering for you. So if this is something you're interested in, really simple, just go to the join membership page on the cleantrader.com website, click on gold. This link will be working until we fill it up, essentially, until we fill up our quota. I'm only looking for 5 more people, purely just to get to the point where we are at capacity, and I feel like I can't take more people on because it's going to be too much. And I won't be able to look after those people because it takes a little bit of hand holding at the beginning, and I don't want to have 15, 20 people come through at once and I just can't get to everybody, because that makes people leave because they don't feel like they're being looked after, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to keep it low for now, but the doors are open as of now. So if you're watching this video, doors are open. Hopefully you'll catch this video before the doors close again, and then when we reopen it again in the future, I don't know how long that's going to be, but we probably won't be reopening again this year. We do a referral system where if you're already part of the membership, you can refer somebody into the membership, and that's your only way in. But this is a public access. This is open to the public. 5 seats available to the public. If you're interested, come and join what is essentially a very exclusive premium group of like-minded investors that are all trying to get wealthy, and we're all doing very well for ourselves. So if you want to get involved in that, then come and join. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers.